Hey everybody, I am in the process of getting ready for a few backpacking trips coming up this summer, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to take my backpack out, pull everything out of it, and show you the kind of stuff that I would bring on a summer backpacking trip. So I'm going to start off by showing off my summer bag of choice. This is the Gossamer Gear Gorilla 40. And let's start taking stuff out. For a tent, this is actually a new tent that I'm going to try out. It is the Six Moon Designs Outfitter. I went with the polyester version. It's a little bit heavier, but what I really like about it, it doesn't stretch and sag when it gets wet. For my sleep system, I have a Hammock Gear Burrow. This is the premium version of the Burrow. It's a 40-degree rated bag. I had this custom designed by them. Great company if you're looking for a custom quilt. Everything is built to order. It's a great quilt. I really like using a quilt over a sleeping bag when I can. I just find it much less restrictive. For my sleeping pad, I have an Exped AirMat Basic. This is about a 12-ounce sleeping pad. It is a full-length pad. It's not the lightest pad in the world, but I like that it packs down small, well under a pound. And the baffles run head to toe, which I like because I feel like it prevents me from rolling off of the pad at night while I'm sleeping. For a cook system, I have a couple of different cook systems that I like to use. This is an MSR titanium kettle, they call it. It's pretty simple. It's very lightweight. In here I have some alcohol for the stove and a small brass alcohol burner. It's certainly nowhere as quick to boil as like a pocket rocket would be, but it's definitely much quieter. So when I'm trying to relax around the camp, this is really nice because it burns quietly, takes about 10 minutes to come to a boil, and a lot of the food that I'm bringing doesn't require any boiling anyways. And I really like that everything just stuffs right down into there. I cook and I eat in this guy. Okay, so next up, first aid kit. I hand build my first aid kits. I don't go to the store and buy a pre-built first aid kit. I find that a lot of the stuff that it comes with is just useless. So I've just got a simple waterproof roll top sack. I'll do another review on what I like to bring in my first aid kit, but it's basically just the essentials. My sleep system would not be complete without a pillow. This is an inflatable pillow by a company called Trekology. You can get this guy off of Amazon for, I want to say, about $14. It's very light, it's very compact. You don't even notice it in your pack, but it makes a huge difference. I definitely found myself sleeping much better at night. I would highly recommend the Trekology pillow. Water filtration system. I go with the Katadyn Hiker. This is a tried and trusted filter. I have had this for probably a decade. I've gone through a couple of filters on it, but what I like about this filter has never ever failed me. I've had other filters that I've tried recently, smaller, more compact ones that have failed, and I'll tell you what, having a filter fail on a big trip is not where I want to be. So I will stick with my tried and trusted, maybe a little bit heavier, but the Katadyn Hiker. For whether I'm at camp or if I'm stopping and taking a break on the trail, I like having my Z Seat. This is from Thermarest, only about 15 bucks for something like this. These are pretty much indestructible. I love these for having to sit down. Whether it's winter time and it's cold or if it's summertime and you just don't want to get dirty, these are fantastic to have in your pack. I keep it on the outside so it's accessible. I can just pull it out, grab a seat, take a break, and then pack it back up without having to dig through my whole backpack. So something new I'm going to try this year, this is definitely a luxury item for sure, the REI Co-op Flex Light Air Chair. So this guy weighs at about a pound. I will have a review coming out this summer on what I think of this, but so far using it around the yard, outside with the kids, I love this thing. It's very comfortable, it's very lightweight, it's pretty bulky, you know, it's almost the size of my sleeping bag, but I really think this is going to be fantastic. We've got some big days planned this summer, and it's going to be really nice once I get to some of those primitive tent sites to be able to pull this out. I know the other guys are going to be very jealous of this for sure. So for trekking poles, I like to hike with trekking poles always. My tent also requires the use of these to set up. These are the Compradel Carbon Trail Stick C4, kind of a mouthful. This is the first season that I'll be using this specific pair of trekking poles. They're very lightweight. I find that they're a little awkward to use, but I'll tell you what, when they are folded up, they are extremely small and very lightweight as well. So hopefully I can come out with a better review on these after the trip coming up. So another luxury item that I like to bring along on my trips are a pair of these, they're like water shoes almost. I got these on Amazon MET520 by a company called SimDry. Like I said, they're like water shoes, but they're really comfortable to wear as a camp shoe. A couple of stuff sacks, one for food, one for clothes. This year something I'm going to try is the Life Straw. So I already showed you that I hike with a Katadyn Hiker Pro water filter. This I think could be handy because it doesn't weigh anything. Like it's literally, I think it actually is levitating. In New Hampshire, there's so many spots where you're hiking along and you find a stream. You don't want to stop, get out your filtration system. So I'm going to try to bring this year. This is new, and just drink right out of the stream. Having this will prevent me from having to stop and filter all the time when I can just kind of camel up and keep moving. So a couple of little small things. Nice long handle titanium spork or aluminum spork here for eating with. Pack towel for cleaning up with. 2-liter platypus bottle for getting water at the end of the night. Trash compactor bag. I use this as an interior liner for my backpack. Make sure everything stays dry. A pair of simple polarized sunglasses that are lightweight, but also I don't mind if I break these or lose these. I like to have something like a little deck of cards or a game just to pass the time when you're hanging out at camp. For my headlight on my summer trips where I want something lightweight, I use a Petzl E-Light. The reason I like this, I don't even bring the case at home with me. I leave the case at home. Here's the headlight. It weighs nothing. It has a simple little strap. It has button batteries that last a long time. When I'm hiking in the summer, there's just not a big need for a big, powerful headlamp, and this guy saves some weight, saves some space. It has been a fantastic headlight for me. Bug repellent is a must when you are hiking in the backwoods of New Hampshire. These have been awesome. These are little vials of Repel 100. And then the last thing I have is my very tried and trusted Gerber Easy Out Junior. Fantastic little pocket knife. You don't really need a whole lot more than this. If you do, there's something wrong with the way you're backpacking. So that is everything that I bring. My base weight comes to around 15 pounds, not including food or water. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and get outside.